The following is a presentation of the Minionworks Podcasting Network.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Freelance Heroism. As you know, I'm Bubba.
And I'm Rachel.
We're a D&D 5e actual play podcast. Our current campaign is Curse of Strahd, a gothic horror-inspired setting in the dangerous and fog-shrouded land of Ravenloft.
While the setting is serious, our heroes are not. Will they actually be able to defeat the vampire lord Strahd and restore peace to Ravenloft? Or will they just steal goats and invoice villagers? Join us and find out.
On this episode, Nature Calls. Last episode, Adrian Ragnick ventured into the attic of the Burgomaster to meet his son Victor. After setting off a trap, encountering skeleton cats, and destroying a summoning circle, he kind of realized that kid needs help. Also, elves and orcs have vastly different parenting techniques. The Divine Duo decided to take Victor to the church on an ambulance ride.
Reunited, the party discussed the professional's stolen magic mirror before Victor was dismissed. Chunikote decided it was time to check on his wolf companion outside of the city. There they encountered vicious dire wolves, seemingly no longer under their own control. During the fight, Adrian was lured away by a mysterious bard from town who confessed that he worked for Strahd and that his master had plans for them. With the promise that they would talk more later, he disappeared.
One, two, three. God, y'all suck.
Fantastic. Hey, that was one of our better ones.
It really was.
Who was?
That was. Oh, fuck. I hate you all. Every last one of you. All right.
Even sinking at this point.
Just because I want to yell at y'all.
So,
all right, David, lead us off, brother.
all right, last episode we left off, our heroes just got done killing a crack ton of wolves in the forest by lighting them on fire. Go figure.
Seems to be our MO.
This group and lighting this on fire. Nothing's new there. But manhandling two wolves and throwing it into the fire was new.
That was pretty rad.
Yeah.
Ragnick, looking at you there. So, as you guys head back to town, you guys are followed by Fauna the wolf, and you guys see a traveler coming down the road towards you at a pretty hefty space. Jacob, would you please identify yourself?
Should I just say
Or-
the name? Or...
Well, no, actually more describe yourself.
Okay, so just at about 6 foot, an Earth Genasi, skin tone green with leather that's kind of cut to look like tree bark as armor, and cut through the green skin, he's got some of his marks that are glowing with the energy, and it's kind of in like a tree system on his skin, and he's got bleached white hair, and he looks to be towards the middle or end of his life.
I'm gonna yell at him in Goblin. You there, funny Goblin.
I'm gonna think about if I know Goblin,
If you
and I don't, so I'm just gonna kind of...
why are you in? This is second Goblin now. And you just see me throw up two fingers and yelling in Goblin.
See one, right? Okay, I'm gonna respond back in Orcish and say, hello, do you speak Orcish?
What kind of goblin does not speak Goblin in Orc?
I'm not a goblin.
Are you green? You smaller than Orc, so you must be Goblin.
Have you ever seen a lamp before?
He digs around in his bag and pulls out his bullseye lantern. Yes.
Okay. Some lamps, when you rub them, people think a genie comes out. There's a genie, and then another person. You follow me so far?
No.
Okay. Do you know how you were made?
Yes, my mommy
Okay.
and my daddy made violent sex.
My
And
dad.
9 months later, I was here.
That doesn't sound. Sorry for laughing at that. My dad was a genie, not a goblin. And my mom, I don't actually really know about her, but
So you're saying she could have been a goblin?
He's got a point.
Are you guys still talking in Orcish?
Oh, yes.
Okay, Adri doesn't know Orcish, so she's just like looking back and forth at this
It
happening.
sounds like two creatures growling at each other up the dirt road.
I'm like, should we spray him with a hose?
As soon as I'm like, Mr. Professional, if this guy comes and if this guy tries to come and hump my leg, please spray him with water.
okay. So you just said all of that in common?
Oh yeah.
No. I'm not trying to hump anybody's leg. I'm just traveling.
Oh, so
These-
we all speak common. So what the was this for? No, I'm like, my guy's seriously upset. Like, professionals, I can't even believe we're doing this. We're talking in...
Okay, I know that this is the first time that we're meeting. Like, I get that, and this has already been kind of off and everything. But here's my whole thoughts on why I spoke. So he's an orc. He's yelling at me. But now
He's
that I know that,
He's a half orc.
apologies.
And today's awkward introduction for our first Patreon gameplay is brought to us by Monster Rehab. Unleash the monster.
Yeah, the first interaction with Adri was really rough, too. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Now, Jacob, in your pocket, you do carry a letter from the leader of your guild.
Right.
That
That's
you to them.
yes. You guys are the ones who are traveling that I was supposed to bring this letter to. I tend to forget things. And then I'm going to take out the paper, and I'm not going to hand it to Ragnar.
Probably good.
And I'm not going to hand it her either.
Well, that's less good.
You know what? I'll hand it to Chudakote.
I'll take the letter. All right. What is the letter? The letter reads, "Dear freelance heroes, your actions have given us courage. We believe it's time to pick the fight to Strahd. Our agents will aid you when they come across you. There is a sickness in the woods around Beliki and a blight if you would. Our agent knows the land and can aid you. Defeat this blight and save our land of Barovia. Signed, the Lake Defenders."
I'm going to turn to Kabir, and I'm going to ask, can y'all fill me in on what that letter says? Because I was led to believe I was just supposed to be dropping it off. I was told that the one that sometimes dressed as a priest was going to be giving me money for dropping off the letter, and then I was going to be able to go. I was told this was low commitment.
Right. Well, the priest isn't here, but the concise point of the letter is that if you want to take our tutelage, it's only going to cost a modest fee over the course of...
No.
Yeah, you can read the letter.
Neither did you.
He's gonna
Chase up Lauren.
Neither did you. Chudakote is the only one that read the letter.
I'm kind of going with what Kabir said. I can roll with that. All right. Modest cost.
I'm going to look at Adrian and be like, he doesn't play a flute. He wouldn't interest you.
What? That's very rude
She
of
loves
you. And I wanna
hashtag
read the
Bard Boys.
I do have the.
Chudakote plays a flute too, right? You do remember that?
letter. It's not. No.
I have a really annoying whistle that I can play.
No.
Oh, we're going to start a band. The hell with the blight.
No. Can Adri read the letter?
Could we be Blight Zombies? Yeah.
Yeah, I will hand Adri the letter.
Okay. Thank you.
I will look at our new companion here and say, "So what do you call yourself?"
Sorry, I'm just preparing for what I intended with this. He's going to kind of readjust himself, kind of take a serious face, and then just look at everyone and say, Nature. What's yours names?
Wait.
What'd you say?
Nature?
Is your name a noun? Just like a flat noun?
I think I call you Toby.
And I'm gonna look at Adrian and be like, see?
It's the second time you've done that.
No. More than that.
And if no one wants to know why, I am perfectly fine leaving it at that.
Okay. I'll
Oh, you're gonna open a door, man. Come on now.
Your name is Nature?
Yeah, well, I worked really hard. You know, a good majority of my life, I did a lot of things that I wasn't really proud of, and I was seeking some inner peace, and I went to the mountains, lived there for a good bit by myself, trying to divorce who I used to be, and I reached a place where the only thing that I acknowledge is my true nature. And then he's going to kind of like hold up, you know, his glowing green pulsating like body, his arms, showing the fact that he's just this monstrosity of earth energy as like an example of why he went with that name.
So when you asked me if I had seen the lamp, is that because you are technically a torch?
Yeah, it's because
Yes.
Cool. I use you as torch. Perfect.
I'm gonna
Okay, not exactly.
I'm gonna look at him and be
Just
like,
let it go, man. Seriously.
we're not gonna get this. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you're a torch. Trust me.
Toby the torch. Come on.
Did this just turn into Beauty and the Beast?
oh, dude, you're Lumiere.
Be our guest.
Trust me. One of that way took our trip.
Man, how bummed are you guys that I didn't get that cloth from that guy before?
Oh, God.
So anyway, this letter says something about a blight in the forest. So, Nature, what do you know about this? Did they give you any information? You're supposed to be the go-to guy for the information here, apparently.
And I heard of that shortly after you did. Actually, matter of fact, now as you're saying it.
Actually, you do know of this. As
Oh, I do? Oh.
As a truth, that's what I mean.
Great planning there, DM and new guy.
I just want to point out the fact that Jake is literally communing with nature right now.
Hey, Jake, is it an abomination?
Oh, no.
I don't think so. I think he's okay. I don't know. He seems all right.
Okay, so from here on out, I will take a moment to defer to David about what I do or don't know.
Good call, buddy.
I'm gonna think about all that I know about the blight in the forest.
You do know that a serial have turned up dead around, and that the trail leads deeper and deeper into the woods. Animals just being butchered senselessly.
Now that's an abomination.
Oh, there we are.
That you cannot abide.
It's coming now.
And then do I share that with the party? Okay. Sorry. I don't know exactly what's going on, and that's the reason why they've sent me out here, and that's the reason why they've brought me to come and gather you guys and get you to take on this quest. But what I do know is that there's been animals just dying more so than ever before. It seems to be at random, but then we don't know what's causing it, but the numbers are staggering, and they're making they're making my guild worried.
Something like that's unnatural. Cannot abide that. No.
And then I'm going to go, wait, are you a druid too?
Well, let's just say I walk a similar path.
Awesome. Glad to have you.
That's because we were all lost in the woods. We all walked a similar path.
No, I am never lost in the woods.
I'm kidding.
Ever.
Why don't you eat a berry or something? Take a load off. I'm goofing. So...
This would be a good time for Jacob to cast Goodberry.
I couldn't remember the name of that spell, and I don't have that though.
Dude, welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. Can I take your order? So, did they tell you roughly what direction it's in? The Blight's center?
Do I know that, David?
Well, it's coming from deeper in the forest west of town.
Okay, we need to head west of town, and it gets worse the deeper in the forest you go. That's the reason why we started to think that it wasn't random, was the fact that the numbers were building up more as we went into the forest.
Okay. What say you, Adri?
I think we should check it out.
You sure you don't want to have lunch first?
Maybe pray?
You want to have a prayer? I know a bunch of cool things that we can say over our tongue meat sandwiches.
Hey, I do happen to have a bag of tongue meat sandwiches if you are hungry.
You bought a bag of them?
Of course we did. Why wouldn't we have bought a bag of tongue?
No, thank you.
It is wonderful thing whenever food tastes back.
No.
Yes.
And I'm vomiting. So.
Well, I think we should.
How about you, Toby? Would you like tongue meat sandwich?
I'm good on that. If that's not the only thing that's being off, like I don't need to eat. I'm good not eating. Like if we just want to go into the forest, I'm on board with that. But if y'all want to stop and eat, I can. Yeah, I don't really have food.
They could actually use a break right now. They need to replenish for a light rest.
We have barbecue wolf, if you're into that.
There's plenty of that on the fire.
Do you have any goat?
No.
Ragnick's face just drops. He stares at Toby.
Oh, Lord.
If you say unkind word about goat again, I will murder you.
And then I'm gonna look around, like for maybe a goat to give me context to this.
All you see is a giant metal ball with horns.
The goat was left behind.
Yeah,
right?
the goat's left behind.
Yeah, and so then I'm gonna look back at Ragnick and just go, I'm very sorry for offending you. And then I'm just gonna let that be.
Fairy Belle may not be here in her physical form, but she is with me in spirit.
Very Belle.
That's a deep love that you have. And then I'm going to kind of, like when you go and then you place the hand, typically, but I'm going to be like 6 feet away. Just kind of move to touch my hand on his chest.
I just got to do the Simba thing. The little across the bar.
A circle of life.
I rolled a 1 and stroked his chest.
Oh.
Okay, so let's take a short rest to get
Spend a hit die.
our bearing.
Yep.
Yeah, Adrian needs to heal a little bit. How do you do the
I'm down
hit
a bit
die?
myself.
You can roll a number of hit die equal to your level. So, like, Ragnick has 2d12s and 3d10s he can roll. Plus your con modifier.
Okay.
For what, rest hit point?
Yeah. Ragnick's just going to touch himself and heal himself for the 3 points he's down.
That's the grossest
I don't think you should phrase it like that.
He did it on camera. He did it on camera.
I'm so glad I'm looking at my character sheet.
My tablet won't let me see Bubba. For whatever reason, it rearranged them, so now I don't have him on my screen. It's the best. It's a good day.
You're pretty openly a dick about things, though. You don't have to say that it rearranged him.
So what?
Like, everybody accepts if you just made it so that you don't have to see Bubba.
Yeah, but my cringe will give it away. They know my, oh my god, what is Bubba doing?
Yeah.
Everybody has one.
Jake, on a side note, you did mark your inspiration, right?
Yes, I did. I have an inspiration point. Huzzah!
All right, just making sure.
Huzzah!
So, while we're resting, Adri is going to, because I don't think we introduced ourselves to nature.
Not yet, no.
So she'll come over. She'll say, "Well, it's really nice to meet you. My name's Adri. That's Chunikote. That's Ragnick. That's Kavir.
You hear a wolf
nice
yip from behind Chunikote?
Is it Fauna or Fauna? Fauna. That's Fauna.
It's nice to be able to meet everybody in the group that's supposed to save us.
Widow's supposed to save you? You are fucked.
We're still negotiating on the rate.
I'm not gonna. We're happy to help.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
We food or drink or need lodging. That's fine. You don't need money.
I can give you all the money that my guild gave me for the extended trip of fighting the blight in the deep woods. Does that sound good, Kavir?
That is a fantastic... Wait, they gave you nothing, didn't they? That's horseshit. I knew this was where this
or they gave me a lot of things. And I guess we won't know unless we strike a deal.
I hope it's all good berries.
Well, I'd love to
Oh my god, if they just give Kabir just a handful of balls, that would be great.
Actually,
speaking of that, David, don't let me forget. I don't know what... The balls will make sense when I say what I'm doing, but for now, let's just bypass that.
Your balls are actually still in the fire with the wolves.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna prestidigitation them until they were cool, and then clean, and then back in my pocket. Use the mage hand.
You're gonna clean your balls
Yeah,
and then use mage hand on them.
Yeah.
To put them back in their sack.
Prestidigitation on that.
So
I will not be prestidigitating your balls.
you're using mage hand to get a ball sack.
I have it now. So.
Okay.
I'm just excited because I saw a face palm.
So many. There's so
In
many.
the first of many.
Look up yet.
Yeah,
There it
the
is.
first of many.
I don't think she's looked up since Bubba said he touched himself.
Oh.
When I think about my goat, I touch myself.
We had a double.
Okay. So.
Hell, we just started. Oh, it's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be amazing, dude. It's only like 20 minutes.
My God.
All right. I'm just going to remember about your balls, dude. I'm not writing that shit down.
Everyone make sure that when in the show notes they say that I polish all of my balls clean. I want that in the
I'm not putting that in the show
I'm
notes.
not writing that down either.
His ball sack is clean and polished and full.
Not putting that in the show notes.
Do it.
So,
It needs to go in there. How else will people
well, then you
follow?
can write the show notes for
Okay.
this episode.
It's literally just going to be that.
Nothing else happened.
So yeah, it's just going to be all my balls. Center stage, Kevin's balls. That's the name of the episode.
Okay.
No,
You write
I'm
it
not.
and
I'm
he
not
doesn't.
signing off on that.
Oh, God.
I was going to say, you can put a bunch of stuff before it so people would actually have to click see more to read that part, but if you let him do it, it will just be that.
Yeah, then people click more to see more of his balls. It just doesn't.
I think it would draw an audience.
Kabir's balls.
Yeah, I'd go with it.
I mean, look, I signed off on Baboon Rape Cloud. I am not
No,
signing
I
off
did not. So,
on Kabir's balls for an episode
I'm
name.
so
I'm
mad that I've been outvoted.
I just want to point out that when I go to conventions, my balls are the draw. They line up for the balls. That's true.
They did this morning.
Yeah.
Can we please leave this part of the forest behind? and never speak of it again?
Adri is a huge fan of saying wiener a bunch of times.
No,
Balls,
she is
so
not.
much. Not a fan
That
of
was
balls.
you. That was you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. None of us have any recollection of it.
That was the episode where
I see.
we kept talking about how Deese had said it earlier, but there was no time that he had said it.
Yeah, I never said it.
He did say it.
No.
I personally seem to remember somebody sending us a selfie with a giant wiener.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was the fucking
It was-
hysterical.
Okay, I was driving by my grocery store, and the Oscar Mayer wiener van was in the parking lot, so I sent them a selfie of me with it.
With a wiener. With
Yep.
a giant wiener.
Hypocrisy is better with the story.
Oh, I'm just telling you right now that she says that she has no connection whatsoever to wiener, but
Didn't she also send the Snapchat filter wiener to us?
Yes,
that's
yes, she did.
true. I didn't even put that one together. That's amazing.
Okay, can we please just
Let's get beyond Rachel's wiener, okay?
can we
Right,
please
okay.
Let's just leave this part of the forest. Let's burn it down. Never return.
We halfway did.
Holy shit. Oh, my cheeks hurt.
I was trying to remember if I had any like fire spell to help in burning down the forest, but that'd also probably be like really counter to who I
Yeah, that's
am.
the
That's why I
absolute
choose not to do it.
opposite of what a druid would do in this situation.
I like that it only took a druid about 15 minutes of actual game time for him to burn down a forest with us.
I think we set a record.
Wow.
I think he's learned all that we can teach him. Let's send him off into the world.
Pat him on the
You
head.
guys just handle the blight in the forest yourselves, and just send me to set fires on
Yeah,
things.
I'm going to pat him on the head. We release you, Toby the Torch.
People would be.
That is fan-fucking-tastic how all this stuff works. That shit's so good.
Mesh.
God sent a giant wiener truck to Adrian, and then Toby the Torch is burning down the forest. You can't write this stuff. That's why this is so good.
Oh my lord.
Jacob, why did you pay for this?
Dude, we should accept
because
matchsticks for Patreon. Like people to send in boxes of matchsticks.
Oh god. This is how the Patreon starts.
Actually, that would be great for me too, because I just have like boxes of free matches from work.
Fuck yeah, send them in.
We'll take anything.
I'll cover it. Alright guys, so are we rested?
Ish.
Are my balls clean and in their sacks? Okay, cool. So, Mr. Nature. Can I call
Yes.
you Mr.? Mr. It's Nature Boy. Okay. Rick. Flare, fire. We're back around again. Okay. So let's head off to the west side of town. Do you guys want to go through town, or do you guys want to stay in the woods? Junico doesn't really know what the fuck he's going to say.
We are in the woods, going deeper into the woods. Why would we go into town?
Because you're on the east side of the town and you need to get out of the west.
What kind of improper fucking planning was that?
Well, he had to get west, and if he's going west, then he's probably coming from.
I'm just saying, for story, for David has played with us long enough to realize that this was going to get sidetracked for about half a fucking hour, and now we've got to go through town.
No, we can go.
The blight is coming, and it's here to stay, boys. Because we're never getting there.
We could go under the town. I'm just putting it out there.
No, just walk up.
We'll have to go back to town for shovels to go under the town. So
Nature's just looking really impressed at Ragnek for how he just made a really compelling reason and argument for why we should go through the forest.
Yeah,
I agree with Ragnek.
I cannot wait to impress the shit out of you because that was a weak ass argument.
But I've already spent a couple minutes talking to Ragnek, so I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, I bet you are. The fact that he was able to assemble a coach in thought is impressive. All right, guys. So, Nature, you know kind of what's going on here. Why don't you lead the way? Also, I'm not sure if there are archers. So,
There were what?
I don't know. I was just spitballing.
I'm going to recall the fact that, through my life I've learned to trust people when they tell me they didn't say something, it's because they actually didn't say something.
Oh,
and I'm going to go, that's a very good point, Kabir. And then I'm going to start leading the way.
Oh, I love you so much already. This is going to be easy. Okay.
So,
Okay.
after a journey through the woods around town, you guys start reaching the part of the forest where the blight is. You start seeing dead leaves, the ground, it's seeping with just evil. The leaves are brown and black. The roots are dead in the trees. You can definitely see the bark just falling off the tree as the wind blows through. And as you guys continue to walk, you come up on what seems to be almost a slight graveyard of animals, just bones and dead animals scattered, and fire burns on the ground.
Somebody go get creepy little kid so we can.
No, we're not going to encourage that behavior, Ragnick.
I'm going to say I told you that we were headed in the right direction. I think we're on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter, we've been here before. Okay.
That's a valid argument right there.
See, I told you it wouldn't take long. Okay, can I roll an investigation check, Andy?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, I got a 24.
All right.
I want to investigate if this seems like it radiates from any particular location, like more dense in one area than others.
See, as it goes deeper west, it gets that's where the radiation that you're looking for is coming from.
Right. Okay. So is Bubba here still?
Yeah, I'm here. I cut my video because I'm starting to lag out a little bit. I think the store might be fucking with my internet.
All right.
Okay. Well, what I'm thinking is that we should maybe do a strafe. Since we know deeper west is going to be the center. Now let's strafe, let's say, north along the perimeter and see if it starts to that way, or if we should go that way. We can get kind of like a cross section and see where it's most dense.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do in this scene?
Would it be a nature check, or what check would I need to do to try and sense like life to see, is there just no living animals nearby in this area, or are there some, to kind of get a sense of the effect light here?
Definitely give me a nature check.
Okay, and remind me what I need to roll for that.
D20.
You need to roll a D20, and then you add your nature to it.
Okay, give me just 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so I got 3, and you said, what was it again, plus 1? My intelligence?
Unless you took nature as a trained skill, which I believe you did. So it's actually 3 because your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so then it would be 6, right?
You are the worst druid ever.
Yeah. We can worry about adding bonuses once you hit around a 10.
Right.
I'm fairly certain that the 7 is not going to clean it up.
No, you don't pick up anything around real. It's just the taint is so bad it's throwing off your nature senses.
Okay.
He said taint.
Wiener, floppy wiener.
Can't get away.
I'm going to share that with the group, and I'm going to say that I can't sense anything. The blight is so strong that I can't get a feel for anything.
Thank you, Toby.
I want to do a survival check and see what I can find with that, if there's any signs.
Thank you, Chirikote.
And a slightly better roll than our druid friend. Yay!
He's still new.
14.
You pick up human footprints around the bodies. This was definitely an act. This wasn't just random. This was definitely a targeted site. You can tell.
Okay.
How heavy imprinted into the dirt is the footprints?
Actually lighter than what you would expect. What it tells you, they're not heavily armored and they know what they're doing and where they're walking.
Okay. How many sets of footprints?
With a 14, he can't pick that up.
I investigated. I got a 24.
Well, you didn't tell me you were investigating that.
Oh.
You told me you were investigating something else.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me roll again. Okay, I got a 19.
19? You pick up 5.
5. Does it look like they're walking over top of each other's steps, or are they?
No, they're not definitely walking over each other. They're definitely moving as a group.
Okay. Okay.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm kind of saying a prayer over the bones and whatnot.
Hey, Jake, give me a nature check.
Nature check.
Yep, he's still here.
Yeah. There he is. I see him.
Every time you
He
say nature
glows. He glows. I can see him. 15.
All right.
I'm going to quietly whisper shit.
All right. Can I get perception checks from everyone else?
check. They shit?
You did notice something, but I need perception checks.
Was that everyone else not including me?
Yeah, you noticed it. Your nature picked it up.
Unnatural 20.
And I apologize. Am I rolling just a d20 for that?
D20 plus your perception.
Plus perception, okay.
22.
I must not be rolling well. 6.
I rolled a 1, so the total would be 8.
All right.
Fail, Adrian.
So Adrian doesn't pick it up. Jake picks it up with his nature. Ragnick and Kavir pick up something moving through the ground. Jake, there's something actually definitely alive under the leaves.
Under the leaves. Alright, I'm going to take a step back.
You see Fauna react to it as quickly as you do.
That's my puppy.
I'm going to grab Toby by his ankles.
Oh,
there it is already.
Oh, Lord. Damn.
I can
Probably gonna scream in terror.
I can take a free action and shout and point.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, where, friends? I'm going to take about 2 or 3 steps back. Draw my sword.
All right. Toby, you can take a roll to avoid Ragnick grabbing your feet.
That was out of character, man. I'm not going to do that to the new guy. I'm not going to beat something with a patron. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
My bad. All right.
That's going to be crazy that every Patreon player's name is Toby. What a coincidence.
Yes, I am actually going to do that.
Okay. Any moves by Kavir or Ragnick because they notice they notice something's moving under the leaves?
How far away is it?
It's underneath you guys' feet.
I'm going to reach down there and grab it.
All right.
No.
Give me a grapple.
To grapple the ground?
No.
It's grappling leaves, not the ground.
20?
So, 20. Okay. Barely beat it. You got it. You see a vine wrap up around your wrist as you grab it. Kavir and Ragnick, not Kavir, Ragnick, but Kavir and Chirikote both recognize these cursed vines from the witch's house in the basement.
Oh, hell no.
I pull it up. I'm like, I do not think plant is supposed to do this.
It keeps going deeper into the ground and around you guys. As you pull it up, you realize how long these vines actually are underneath you.
All right, I want to rip it out and use it as a whip.
Okay, I'll need a strength check.
Okay.
Since I saw this, I get to act before it does anything,
Yes.
right?
18.
All right. You're able actually to rip it. So, the part that comes in your hand goes limp.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, good lord.
He's mom number 347.
So
And she keeps coming back.
I don't know why. I need to find something else to do with my Friday nights.
You asked me why I paid for this. Why do you do this?
I don't know.
Technically, actually, you do pay us for this. So, okay. So Ragnick now has a new whip.
How long is it?
How tall are you?
6'7".
And your arm would go about a foot or two above your head.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 to 9 feet.
Sweet. Reach weapon.
That's much better than the other thing you were going to use for a reach weapon, as far as I'm concerned. That's like 2 feet more than you would have had with me.
Yeah, but you're more blunt and solid. Just
That's true. It probably has a higher D and a less attack, less damage.
All right, Kavir, what is your action?
When my perception of this thing moved the end of the ground. Can I get a grasp of how far it radiates from where I'm standing?
Yeah, there's not just one. There's multiple you see.
Right, but is it in all directions? How far from me?
14 feet around.
Oh, that's
It's definitely throughout the leaves all around your guys' feet.
okay. Is there a tree nearby?
Number of trees. You guys are surrounded.
Okay. Does it look like there are vines in the tree, David?
No,
I'm going to ask.
The trees are all dead.
Okay. I'm going to dash action, cunning action, and then use the disengage action to get to the nearest tree without provoke of opportunity.
All right.
And try to run up the tree. Do my best.
Fucking Naruto here.
Okay. All right, give me an acrobatics.
Oh, good. I don't have that.
And I went with acrobatics because I thought you were a rogue.
Yeah, no, I have
Don't tell me you have athletics.
12? No, 13. Oh, sorry. 14.
All right. You make it up the tree.
Oh my god, that's good. 'Cause that would have
give
been
me a
really
D100.
unprofessional looking to run.
Give me a
halfway.
D100.
A D100?
You ran up a dead tree.
Oh boy. Here it comes.
I knew it was going to be something like that. 74.
As you run up the tree, you feel your feet get stuck a couple places as they go through the dead bark, but you do make it to your branch.
Oh.
You do hear the branch crack. So you probably have a couple rounds up there before it breaks.
What about in the center of the tree? They're not.
The center is stronger.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to kind of sit in the middle, like a combat squirrel ready to spring.
Combat squirrel.
Yeah. You ever seen those fuckers? You ever seen them run from trouble?
You said worse.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
That's my spirit animal. No, I mean,
Alrighty.
think about what we have in common. We climb trees quickly. We move real fast. We avoid trouble whenever necessary.
You have a thing
And-
for nuts.
Yeah, we collect little round orbs off the ground all the time. So
You want to give me initiatives?
So I assume during that whole surprise thing, Adria was just like looking at a plant and humming Green Sleeves to herself.
Most likely.
I got a 20 for the initiative. Did I get an action there, or was my like?
Oh yes, yeah, no. What? No. Yeah, Jake, I need an action from you. Sorry.
All right, now this is about like a big patch around me, and it's under like dry dead leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's burning hands all the way, baby.
oh man, the tree.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's burning hands on that.
Alrighty.
That's a 14 dex save, and I got math is hard. 14 points of damage.
Okay, now how are you aiming this at the ground? Because that's where these vines are.
Well, I'm pointing my hands like in front of me, like down,
Alright.
trying to get as big an area of it as I can.
Anyone standing in front of Chinokote?
Without getting me or any of my companions.
Yeah, and I was actually going to say, for my action, I'm going to want to get out of the way of where he's sending those flames. And I was going to ask, because I can't quite remember, would Merge with Stone have any merit here? Does that work with just being on the ground at all, to be able to pass without being detected by the vines, to avoid being grabbed at all?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to, and also I rolled 18 on initiative, but I'm going to use Merge with Stone, and then I'm going to kind of get behind Chinokote, but far away.
Alright, Chinokote, you said a 23 on initiative?
20 on initiative.
20, okay.
Yep.
Anyone else? Initiatives?
8.
13.
13. D's.
He'll be right back. He had to step
He's
away.
got a 1.
That'll show him.
I assume just for like where people are standing, I just kind of always assume that Adri stands near Ragnick just because she knows him the best out of the group, and they're the divine duo. So
You used him as your hulking shield. We know. Dude, I cannot say how awesome Zoom is right now.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're going to start at the top. We're right after Chunakota aims the fire at the ground. You see the dead leaves literally just light, like matches in the wind. It just spreads twice as fast as he was expecting in front of him.
That's a thing of beauty. That's a thing of beauty.
You fucking murder hobo.
Deez, did you have an initiative?
21.
All right.
The most woke sociopath ever.
I love that description.
Kavir, you're up. You just saw Chunakota light on fire half the ground.
I knew something like that might happen. I'm going to go ahead and roll a quick perception, or maybe investigate. You tell me which is more appropriate. I'm going to try to, from the top of my tree perch, I'm trying to look out and see if there's any structure. The last time we saw these things, they were being powered. Which means it has to be something around here, like a battery or location. Is there anything around here that seems ruins, building, tunnel?
Perception.
Okay. $21.
No, you don't see any structures, but you do see in the distance a humanoid shadow hunched over in a cloak with a hand on two different trees chanting.
Right. Okay. Size, roughly?
He's hunched over, so you're looking at probably about 4.5 feet as he's hunched over. I mean, he has his hands like this, head down, cloak. He's a good 120 feet off you guys.
Okay. I can get there in 2 turns. I'm going to use message to beam a message directly into Ragnick's head.
Oh, this is going to go great.
Yeah, and I'm going to speak to him in a booming voice. I'm going to be like, Cord commands that you destroy that. And I'm going to be like, on the horizon at about 3:30 from what you're... Okay, so like if you're facing forward, that's slow. So like 3, maybe 4, depending. Towards the... Okay, so you see the tree with the bent branch, right? Like, that way. Get him!
Okay, so, I'm going to be like, okay, Cord. And I start looking around and I see the branch that the professional is on and how it's bending.
No. That is opposite direction of what I said.
So I'm gonna look at him and say, Kavir, I like you, but Cord tell me I must destroy you.
I'm like, oh, not him. Obviously not him. The thing, not him. I've always found a deep and humbled respect for him. He is wizened beyond his age, and also he's very attractive for a man of his age. And he carries those extra pounds with dignity. Have you seen how cool that hat is?
Wow, man.
It looked much better on Adri.
Aww.
Ridiculous. She's obviously a moron.
I am starting to think that this is not Cord.
No, a lot of this is bogus, but I'm like, I am booming a voice into his head that says, in the direction of where that thing is, he is evil, he is a follower of everything that we strive to destroy. You must take them down. It would be a glory to your God.
And that motivational speech is brought to you by Monster Rehab. Unleash the monster.
I thought we were Red Bull, and now we're Monster.
Yeah, monsters.
I'll try them all. I mean, whichever one wants to send me free shit, that's the one I'll take.
Hey, let's get sponsored by Wacom, so we don't have to pay $2,000. That'd be rad. Can we do that? Send us two, one to use and one to sew.
All right. Next up is Chunakota.
Alright, I did not see the guy on the horizon, correct?
No, the force and the flames and the fire of the dead leaves is pretty much one side of that.
I'm cool with that. Alright, do I see any movement still?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Well, then I guess I'm just gonna hold my action and wait for one of those things to pop up and then hack the shit out of it. Well, can I cast Hunter's Mark on? Can I see, get a view well enough to use Hunter's Mark?
I'll let you do it.
All right, then I shall do that.
All right. Next up will be Jacob.
Okay. Can I see that person from there? Or from where I'm at?
Perception, but it will be at a disadvantage because of the smoke and the fire.
Okay.
So that means you roll 2d20s, and you take the lower result.
Okay. And if I only have one, do I just roll
it twice?
Roll twice.
Okay.
I'll have you guys know Jacob went and bought brand new dice just so he could have the real feel of dice in his hand.
So I rolled a 19 and then I rolled a 5. So
you take the 5.
Oh.
New dice? That's always a curse.
What's your perception bonus, Jacob?
His perception bonus is 3.
So 8.
So, an 8. No, you don't see the guy in the distance.
Okay. Shit. Okay, give me a moment because I'm just trying to think of... And there's no other creatures that I see currently either, right? There's the vines.
The vines in the ground.
Yeah. Okay, and those are still going?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think towards, would I be able to determine, or my perception that I just did, am I able to determine, where's kind of the epicenter of where the vines are at? Or do I need to roll for that? No? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. I'm going to target an area that's not the vines that Jake hit with fire, are those still going and still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could I cast a moonbeam on those, on that area? And then I want to say that's 2d10 radiant damage.
All right.
And so, let me roll that real quick. Sorry.
David, can I ask you a question? I don't mean to interrupt your turn, but I think it might have an effect. When he set ablaze the root system, the vines, you said it spread really aggressively?
Yes, because of the dead leaves.
The dead leaves, and it made the vines visible?
The ones the fire's on top of it made visible.
All right.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
And then, so do I need to roll to see if I hit first?
I believe Moonbeam asked for a Constitution saving throw.
That's what I'm reading right now. It must make a con save, and it takes 2d10 on a failed save, half on a successful one. So
your spellcasting modifier is Wisdom. So it's 8.
Caster modifier is Wisdom, so it's 8
plus your proficiency bonus plus your Wisdom modifier.
It should be 8 plus 6. So
12.
Yeah.
8 plus 6 is 14.
14.
Yeah, go Ragnar.
Ragnar math.
He was in character.
Nat 20 on the save, so it takes half damage. So roll 2d10.
Okay.
And that. So.
And I rolled a 9 and a 1, so it'd be 10.
All right, so two of them take full damage, or take half damage. One takes full.
Okay.
All right. Because it's a 40-foot beam across. So.
Okay.
Next up is Adri.
Okay. Do these vines seem like are there a lot of them? Like,
Yes.
Okay, so
They're a little more creepy than the hands you guys faced originally.
oh god, I don't want to think about the hands. Okay, then all right. Kavir has run off. Is standing by Ragnik. Who else is within 30 feet of Adri?
Everybody but I believe Kabir.
Yeah, probably everyone else.
Okay,
Kabir bolted a good 60 feet and jumped up a tree.
that's true. Okay, so he's not going to get the spell. So Adri will cast Bless, and I get to choose 3 people. So she will cast it on Ragnik. What?
He's like, Kabir's out of range. Perfect time to choose 3 people.
You're the one that ran off.
Up. I ran up. Thank you.
Dude, we all know she'd actually choose the wolf over you.
Oh, yeah.
We all know we'd all choose the wolf over you.
That's perfectly fine.
Alright, she will cast Bless on Ragnik, on Nature, and on Chunakote. So, next minute, as long as I continue the concentration, whenever you guys make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or saving throw.
Has that not gone up yet? What levels does that go up?
You cast a spell using the spell slot at second level or high. I can do it at a higher level.
Yeah, never mind. I know some cantrips they go up in.
It's not a cantrip. It's a first level spell.
Roger that.
That's fine though. That's a good bonus.
Yeah,
Either one of those.
absolutely.
When it goes to higher levels, you can target an additional creature for each spell slot above level 1.
Got it.
Ragnik a second time. Very funny to me.
So she will cast Bless on you guys, and then can she draw her mace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she will draw her mace.
All right. So there we go, and now we are on Ragnik.
All right. Can I see the guy? Because since it was pointed out to me very specifically.
Yes.
How far away is he?
You're about 150 feet. Dees was about 120.
You could maybe throw yourself at him.
Actually, I was thinking about throwing Toby at him.
No, it's a physics.
150 feet. All right, I'm going to turn to Toby. Toby, follow me, and I take off in a dead run. So that's triple your movement or double?
Double.
Okay, so I get 60.
All right. Did you just pick up the druid?
Maybe.
Bio can do this, Toby.
Oh, it starts already.
Can Adria yell after them and say, Nature, if he throws you, just go with it. It'll work out.
100% success rate.
Yeah.
But
it works every time.
with Adri and I.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
We're adding in something a little different this time, so
That's true.
Throw me! Don't tell the elf.
I think I'm thankful for the bless.
You're what?
I'm thankful for the blessing that you did.
Oh,
All right.
you're welcome.
Because I'm about to be thrown, is what it sounded like.
You run.
Tell the elf.
Rannick, I got a 24 to your AC as you're running.
yeah, that hits.
All right. That is a first one deals 8
Okay.
to you. The second one takes a swing and completely misses you, and tangles up in another vine as it takes a swing at you.
Stupid boy.
Okay.
No worries. All right. Jake, you see Fauna behind you begin digging through the leaves and biting at the vines, one after another.
That's my puppy.
Vine reaches up. Adria, I have a 19 against your AC.
That will hit my AC. Or that'll get above my AC. So yes.
Alright. That is... I need a strength check from you.
A strength check?
It's beginning to wrap around your leg as it hits you for damage.
Okay. 19.
You beat it?
Yes.
Chunakote, I have a 22 to you.
That'll hit.
That is an 8 to you.
I didn't get to swing at it for my held action.
Go for it.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, I got my bless spell too. Yay! And I'm okay. 17.
You hit.
Alright, so that does 14 points of damage altogether.
Alright. That vine goes down.
Huh. Stupid vines. Corrupting nature.
Give me a strength check.
Alright, there's another one to hit me then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what damage did I take on that?
8.
Alright, you need a strength check. Alright, will my athletics help with that?
I believe it's just a strength check.
Okay, 12.
You made it. Barely.
Ha-ha!
It'll kick it off your leg. Obi's on the run with Ragnik, so he's out of reach. And so is Kavir.
Did they get Adri?
Hey, here's a question.
No, Adri was able to break free of her. She had a 19 on the strength, right?
Yeah, 19.
Yeah. You're able to dodge the thing from wrapping up your leg completely.
My natural explorer thing means I'm not slowed by difficult terrain. Does that help at all?
No, because this is actually an awakened plant.
Okay.
This
I
is
was
a
just
natural
curious
train.
if that would have an effect.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What did you select as your natural terrain?
Forests.
All right.
Yeah, forest is my primary.
All right. No problem. Back to the top again with Kavir. Kavir, give me a D100 again.
Oh, God. This is the worst. I hate these rules. 85.
The tree is able to hold still.
Oh, that was good news. From underneath where the tree is, how viney would you say on a scale of 1 to 10 it was?
Say that again?
How viney?
About a 4.
4 is not too viney. Okay.
Your audio sounds lower than it was.
Is it?
I don't know, is it just me or is it?
Sounds a bit lower to me.
I haven't touched anything. I haven't muted on accident today. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It
not
just
as
seems like
loud.
your volume dropped us like a couple decibels or something.
I don't even know where the volume button is. So maybe I did. I'll try to speak up.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is climb down, or I guess drop down, on the far side of the tree. I'm assuming. And then I'm going to make dash action, and then cunning action, and use that. I'm going to use double dash. So I'm going to move dash, full movement dash, around the perimeter of what looks to be fine like.
Alright, 90 feet.
And I'm going to move so that I have Adri still kind of in visual range, and Ragnik on the other side, moving towards Ragnik.
Alright.
Ragnik and Toby.
Right, Toby the Toby.
Yeah, you see Ragnik running with a giant glowing earth stick.
Yeah, nothing is weird to me anymore.
Raving Ragnik.
Barbarian goes into a rage.
I apologize now if he uses you to smite. It has happened. You paid $5 to become a weapon.
What an honor!
Can we make a rule for Patreon players from this point on? Because I didn't think we'd have to say it, but I think it should be fair to say it this time. Let's not use them as weapons. Deal?
Well, you have to have your first one to learn from your mistakes, though.
Right, and so, but right now, I'm feeling like that might be an option. So, I'm thinking maybe we should just build like a loose rule structure here, where we don't use our friends as weapons.
Swing me, Ragnick, swing me! Swing me!
I mean,
Higher, Daddy, higher!
if they ask you to do it, that's different. But trust me, once you have to talk to something, you swing around like a weapon, it's really awkward.
Who said I'm going to swing him like a weapon?
I just get that vibe from it, man.
Javelins are thrown.
You don't want Ragnick to throw you.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just saying, if he was planning on throwing me, that'd still be like a weapon.
Right.
You weren't there for the gnome toss.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
Alright. So Kavir makes the 90 feet run, and we are on Jake in Kachunakote.
Alright, can I hack at another vine if there's
Go for it.
more there?
Yeah. There's at least 2 more in front of you.
Alright. That's a lot. 24.
Hit.
Excellent. And 17 points of damage.
That one goes down.
Woohoo!
Alrighty. Fauna again begins to attack the other ones behind you. It continues to chew through. Okay.
He has not become entangled or anything?
Not the way he's moving.
Okay, good.
He's dodging your fire as well. Another vine goes down from your fire. And now we are... Jacob, what would you like to do as you're being carried by your date?
Yeah, and so I'm just...
Oh, man.
We're not even going Dutch. You're paying to be here.
I was going to ask, would I be able to cast Conjure Animals at this point?
I hope so. That would be fantastic. I want to
Conjure a bunch of baboons.
No.
Oh. Wait,
No.
Part 2? Are we part 2ing this?
Yeah, we're part 2ing Baboon Rape Cloud.
We're not even part 1 it, though.
I'm not even going to make you roll a con check on that, or concentration. Go for it.
Okay. I'm not really sure what creatures to cast, though.
When you summon it, you're going to summon what's naturally around you.
Okay.
No baboons.
Does that count in the forest where there's nothing alive? Is that what I'm selecting from?
No, something will come.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to do that. What would be an option to summon, or is it just something will?
Something will pop up.
Okay. All right. Because my plan is at least to be able to have that attacking the vines or this guy if we need it, since at this point I'm kind of just being used as a weapon.
All right.
That's so sad.
You're so accepting of it all, Jacob. You're so accepting of it all. I'm just being used as a weapon now, guys. That's just a typical day with freelance heroism. That's cool. Well, all right.
Well, I mean, I'm still kind of between do I have the conjured animal attack the guy, the vine, Ragnick for holding me? It's
The last one would be a mistake.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
You weren't there the last time someone attacked them.
The positive is that if you summon birds, like you get lucky enough birds, when he throws you, they can glide you on.
Look at that.
Carry on my wayward son.
Doubling your range
This is
increments
awesome.
of summoned birds.
so as Ragnick is running and my vision is just bouncing up and down, I'm just looking up at the horizon, really praying that my conjure animals worked.
What level did you cast it at?
You can cast it at a higher level to get different things, or get better things, or whatever.
Oh crap! Okay, because it's a level 3, but I could cast it at
Well, how high? What level spells do you have? The highest level spell you have?
the highest level is 3.
All right, then yeah, you can cast
It
it
would
as
just be a
3.
level 3. Okay.
Okay. Let me do one quick research in the monster manual, and I'll tell you something.
If he conjures any animals that I've spoken with in the past, that would be rather interesting.
Oh
Well,
my
the
God,
cool
I
part
hope
about
it's-
this one is...
That fucking owl.
I remember
Well,
you.
no. The cool part about some conjure animal, what it does is it contacts the Fey spirits, and the Fey spirits take the shape of animals to aid him. So technically, it doesn't actually have to be the area. He can't summon baboons from the Fey spirits.
Let's
But he
let's
doesn't
stay away
have
from
to.
baboons. Let's stay away from baboons. I think
Yeah, I'm going to choose, if it's just one, then a bird that's big enough to glide me. And if it's more than one of those to do that, and the rest that can just peck and tear at vines.
All right, you summon. What is a group of owls?
Oh, that's called a fuck.
It's not
It's
called
called
a
a
fuck
fuck.
of owls.
It's called a fuck.
Not
You,
called a
you
fuck.
summon a fuck of owls.
I know that's not right, but I hope to God that catches on. Fuck of owls.
Wow.
So out of the sky, you guys just see these spirits come from the ground up and form into like fuck of owls and just begin to soar.
Oh, can we call it a clutch fuck? A clutch fuck of owls.
How about a clutcher fuck?
What about a cluster flock?
A clutch
There we go. There we go.
Cluster flock.
Oh. I like that.
So a cluster
a
flock
cucker
of owls
flock?
comes in over to me.
Oh, dude, this is kind of rad, though.
I'm going to smile to myself like that's what I planned.
What was it, Dees?
It's called a parliament.
A parliament.
Yes.
How rad is that?
That's awesome. I like ours better. So they come in and they begin to pick you up off Ragnik. I'm assuming that's what your command was. You were saying?
Well, okay, here's my question, which I guess I should have known that. How long does it last, or how long would they be there for?
Combats are generally pretty quick, so I can't imagine if they wouldn't make it.
Yeah, they'll normally make it to the end of combat. Up to an hour.
Okay, because my intention currently is debating whether or not to draw a weapon and go on board with Ragnik throwing me, and then...
That's still not guaranteed to happen.
Bro,
Hey, I got to take a pause. I'll be right back.
How many owls, I wonder, could carry a person? How much do you weigh?
6.
Jacob?
me, or how much does nature weigh?
How much does nature weigh?
Well, he's been meditating and starving himself, so...
Anything
Like-
genie, right?
Yeah. Well, would you not say?
Like 7
Sadly
pounds.
physical. So, like, let's say 120.
Oh man, I have to imagine because 6 owls you
I
got.
think. You looked up what a parliament is.
Yeah, I can look. I don't know. What am I supposed to look up? How much can 6 owls carry? I'm just gonna Google it. Hold on.
Each owl can carry
Google.
each owl can carry a minimum of 10 pounds. So 60 pounds?
Hold on.
Here's the thing, though. Do I need them to carry me? Or, I mean,
glide you. Take me
right. Like, they can die on the landing. I'm only okay with that because they're Fays. Not that I'm against Fays, but, like, these aren't real owl creatures
Fucking-
that I'm killing. They're
Fucking
still going to be
fascist.
alive, right?
I love this
But
guy.
again, I mean, like, what type of owls? Are they little barn owls? Are they big, like, great horned owls? So, I mean, there's going to be a difference.
Yeah.
It really depends on what type of owl there are. There's a lot of different species of owls.
That being said, though, you're already descending. All you need them to do is sort of point you in the right direction. All they need to do is think of them as like
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Subrock.
Yes.
Subrock. You're just guiding your landing. You're like SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Yeah, I mean, think you're like
What did I just walk into?
Phase 6.
yeah.
SpaceX.
I just love how the
Elon.
moment that David put on his headphones, You said
SpaceX.
something, and that's all he heard was you again, with no frame of reference or
SpaceX.
context.
I'm pretty sure that is what happened, and he misheard me.
That was
Completely misheard you because there's no
We're-
way you said SpaceX.
we're talking about fey marriage, fey sex. I mean,
SpaceX.
yeah, Jacob's a fucking facist.
Okay, so it was SpaceX.
He was talking about SpaceX guiding wieners from
Hey, we gotta talk about this on the side.
He was talking about using the owls from outer orbit to guide the wiener route.
I gotta find something else to do on my Friday night.
Rachel, there's therapy for this.
You keep saying that, yet every other Friday night you're back.
So, David, one of the questions was actually a couple questions. One, how many owls is it again? What type of owls, and that how much weight can each of them carry? Essentially, how many do I need to help me land if this happens? Because I want to
All
be
of them.
prepared for the. Fuck.
So
You know what? I'm just gonna have faith, and I'm gonna send all of them at the guy. So I summon them, and then I'm going to order all of them to go towards the guy.
I'm believing an owl is a CR rate of 1/4 or lower. So 8 beasts.
Ooh, 8 owls might change the game. That might be enough for your
So
guiding.
you and Ragnick both do notice the minute you summon the Fey spirits, the one that has his hands on both trees does look up at you, and you do see 2 red eyes looking back at you.
Good. I got a glowing target. I got a glowing target and a glowing weapon. This works.
And then
It's like
as I'm sending the owls towards that guy, I'm gonna like kind of look up from my weird position being held by Ragnick and say, "You don't need to use me anymore because they're doing it now. I summon projectiles in place of me."
I'm gonna tell him in Goblin, shut up.
Oh
This is
god.
the first time the throw target has ever tried to negotiate.
I'm using
They just go with it.
I'm using Toby as a tracer round so I can get my trajectory right. So when Adrian gets up here, we've got it down pat.
And do I have any movement or anything left that I could do on this?
Oh yeah, you got a good 30-minute minute if you can get out of Ragnick's grasp.
Well, what I meant was, could I do another action, or is it just the one?
Just the
No,
one.
just the one.
Okay.
I was about to say, I mean, if you try to get out of his grasp, half vampires and vampire spawns and werewolves have tried and they can't.
Well, and that's what I was also going to say, too, is if attacking him is a bad idea, I can't imagine what getting out of his grasp would cause.
Considering he has an advantage to grapple and all strength checks.
Yeah.
All right, well
Yeah,
just know,
dude.
if I'm not coming out of this grapple, my next plan is to unsheath my dagger to maybe do piercing damage.
On Ragnick?
No,
Oh.
when I'm thrown. I'm not a javelin at this point. If I'm going to be thrown, I might as well do damage, right?
Well, you'll be the first bladed weapon he's ever used.
That's fair. That's fair.
I just stopped drawing it. Like, I seriously haven't drawn this weapon in weeks.
So, alright. HP,
Yeah.
you're up.
She's gonna draw her shield to boost her AC a little bit.
Alright.
And then, and she's also gonna maintain concentration on her left spell. And is there a vine around her anywhere?
Yep, is at your feet.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit it with the mace. So it's 21 to hit.
You hit?
Woohoo!
10 damage.
Alrighty. As you hit it, you see chunks of vine and green's blood just fly up from the ground.
Just clean the vampire spawn blood off of my chainmail.
I'll hit you with a prestidigitation later, don't worry.
Ragnick, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and keep running. However, I can get another 60 foot. That puts me at 120. The dude was 130. That leaves 10 feet
Yep.
for me to throw this guy at?
Or do you want to wait until?
No, not even a little bit.
He can't break his record.
The perfect street is.
In all fairness, those owls had a really tight grouping. So
Yeah.
You should be right on target.
So is that going to be a dex check or a strength check for me?
You know what? Being Ragnick, I would assume that'd be a strength throw, not a dexterity.
23.
Versatility strength on the weapon.
23.
23. Yeah, you clocked them. Just like you hit a little boy with a wooden doll.
As I throw the guy, I tell him, just grab him and bring him down here.
So as Toby flies, nature flies through the air.
I mean, technically, his whole thing was he disassociated himself, so his name could be Toby as far as he's concerned.
So as you approach this man in a cloak, what do? You see the red eyes get really wide as you're flying at him.
Okay, and I mean, what am I able to do?
Anything.
You can try to grab him. You can try to turn yourself into a ball. Roll up in a ball. I mean,
you can draw your daggers. You can.
Yeah, something.
I feel like the answer is going. Oh no, I mean, well, this would be considered. Yeah, using Druid Circle Moon would be an action, so can't do that.
You'd be like a meteor. Come to me.
It is your. It is technically his turn after mine, right?
Yeah. No, Jacob already went. You're the last in line.
All right.
That's why nature had suggested waiting.
I don't do that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
If he's flying through the air, though, then he should have the ability to tuck and roll or do something.
That's what I'm saying. He has about a move to bonus action right now to play with as he's flying.
Man, this is where you define yourself as a person.
This will be how everyone knows our first Patreon.
Right.
How he hits the druid.
The air. You could do a lot of cool stuff. You could Superman punch him. You could do a Ken Roundhouse kick, maybe. You could just turn into a
Hadouken!
Sonic that motherfucker. Sonic the Hedgehog him.
I'm gonna stretch my hands out, my arms out in front of me, just fingers forward, just hoping that I can maybe gouge into his eyes on the landing.
That is dark.
Wow,
Nice.
Jacob. Wow.
Nice.
Welcome aboard.
I'll take a D100, and if you get a 90 to 100, I'll let your fingers hit his eyes.
So,
Okay.
Jacob,
and I feel dumb for this.
there's a D10 and a percentage dice.
Okay.
There's one with 2 numbers on it and one with 1 number on it. They both have 10 sides.
Yeah, you'll see it's a 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, all the way up. And then the other one's just a 0 through 9.
And 0, 0 is...
Okay, I got them both.
All right.
Right, so it's 10 all the way up to 90. Okay, yeah, and then 0,
Double
0.
digit's going to be the first digit. And,
Okay. And so then, which one do I need to roll first? Sorry.
Both.
Both? Okay.
No worries, it's all good.
Okay, so 0, 0 is 100, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, and then the percentage 6.
Oh, so it's a 6.
That's
All right,
6%.
it's a 6.
Oh, okay.
If you would have got 0, 0, 0, then
That's
Dees would have been jumping up and down in the background right now.
Oh, okay, so I rolled a 6.
Oh,
Yeah, if you rolled a 0, 0, 0, you would have been Dees' next comic.
He probably still will be. Once it gets released, anyway.
Ooh.
By the way, I'm just wanted to say thank you for picking such a simple thing to draw, by the way. It's got flowy line. I'm like, shit. The whole time I'm like, motherfucker. This long thing with energy.
Nice.
So, okay, Ragn, give me a 3d6 plus your strength for the hit.
Okay. $20?
Jacob, you just became a 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, you damn near knocked the thing out. He hits it like a rock hitting a tree, and it just goes down, both of them rolling through the dead leaves. The minute he lets go of both trees, you see all the vines drop around the rest of the party.
Hey, look at that.
2 questions. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, one, do I need to do some type of check to see what damage I've taken?
Oh, you shouldn't have asked that.
God damn it, Jacob.
Jacob, roll take half of the damage, Ragnick, just stealth the guy. So 10 to you.
Okay, and so then that's 10 from my... Is it just starting with the hit point maximum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Minus
yeah,
2.
you're
I'm
at
at
50,
40 now.
so... Yeah. The guy you hit, you hear him cussing in a language that only you speak, because you speak Judaic, and you realize that it is a cult of evil druids that have been blighting the ground. As you roll with this guy cursing in Judaic the whole way.
Oh, shit. Okay, and then my question would be, because when I wasn't going to use my owls to help me avoid that, and I told them to attack him, are they attacking him yet, or now?
They would be after this.
After this? Okay, cool.
That was like...
Which is when he responds, right? So now that I'm out of Ragnit's grasp... Oh, no, it's not to me. I want to have 30 feet. Never mind.
So, as you sit there, your owls come in and begin pecking him one after the other, as the two of you are tangled on the ground, in a sense. Sorry. All 8 owls come in and hit him. Spirit bomb. So, he begins screaming in pain as the owls peck him. And we're back to the top of the round with Kavir.
I moved 90, and then, so how far out am I? You said it was 130, correct?
Yeah.
So then I need 1 full movement to be within 10?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do, a regular movement.
Alright.
And, as I'm taking my movement, I'm going to pull out the light sword. And I'm gonna say, hold on, let me think of something cool. Actually, you know what? As I'm running up to him, I'm gonna be like, I can't think of anything cool to say. And then I'm gonna shout him with the, downward blade,
Alright.
almost like a coup de grace for a sleeping guy. Except he's prone, so I should get advantage.
You get advantage.
Which means you get
Roll.
your sneak attack dice.
Yep. Jacob, you see not an angry, but you see a very, I guess, happy Kavir running with a blazing sword in his hands, looking like he's going to chop the dude next to you.
I rolled a 21 to hit.
You hit.
Yes, I'm so happy that this is happening.
I am that this is happening as well, too. Because I still don't have a weapon out.
You are the weapon.
Not
You
once I'm on
became
the
weapon.
ground.
No, even then you're the weapon, because Radnick's going to walk over and pick you up again.
18 damage.
And you killed him, lopping off his head. And it rolls right into Nature's lap, looking up at him as the red eye spays out.
I'm gonna have the
Need
blade.
some head?
I'm gonna have the blade disappear.
Oh, that's horrible.
I'm gonna have the blade disappear, and I'm gonna kind of shake the handle, and I'm gonna look at him and be like, "That's pretty good for your first go. Try to stick the landing a little better next time. You got it. You'll get it." And then I'm gonna walk back towards where my tree was.
All right. So, combat's over.
Adrian's gonna run over to the group and help Nature up. And she'll be like, "You did so good! Isn't it fun how, when Ragnick throws you and then, you fly through the air and you just hit the enemy? It works every time."
Yeah, he's got a perfect record with that now, still.
Yeah, every time.
You've done this before?
Couple times, yeah.
It wasn't just like, hey, we're in the forest, we don't know what the blight is, everything's going all crazy, so let's just grab the first thing available and throw it. This was like thought out.
No, but Ragnar's never thrown me at whatever that guy is. He's always thrown me at Vampire Spawn.
Should I be happier if it was this? The vampire?
I mean, probably, because my chainmail is kind of it's kind of high on my neck, so I don't think they can bite me. So it's probably good that this guy wasn't a Vampire Spawn, because he might have tried to, bite you when you, knocked into him.
Right, no one's ever explained to her that they can just bite her face.
Shh, don't tell Adri that.
Don't tell her.
No one's ever explained gaseous form to her either, but they just don't know that.
It's very important that our bullets remain positive and morale.
Nature's kind of going to brush off some of the dust and dirt and the twigs and the pain, and then he's going to kind of say, it kind of sounds like it'd be nice to be a vampire right now.
I don't know. No, they're really mean.
I feel like I would have survived that. That wouldn't have hurt much, though. I probably would have had a better chance.
But you'd be like an evil creature, like an evil undead
character.
Yeah,
that's very true. I would not that. Thank you for being so nice. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to pick up the head that was in his lap, and he's going to take a little bit of the blood, and then he's going to run that through his bleach blonde hair.
Oh.
As per what he does after combat. And then he's going to go, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. It's so much better not being an evil creature.
Huh. I couldn't tell you guys that. That was awesome.
And then I'm going to walk over to Kavir, and then I'm going to say thank you for killing the thing that would have killed me.
Oh, no, I was just hoping I'd hit something. I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
There's 2 dudes on the ground. I just took a swing. You happen to not get hit. Congrats.
And then he's kind of his face is going to droop a bit, and he's going to go, oh, well, thank God for that. And then he's going to go to Chudakote. He's going to say, thank you for the help, hoping that he just gets a response. That doesn't end. Thank you for checking to see if I was in your way before you set the forest on fire.
I try and be considerate of my companions. You did well.
I appreciate that.
You're fairly...
Pat him on the back a little bit.
As you guys notice, you begin to feel the forest actually returned more to normal now that the evil's been purged.
I want to go stomp that guy's corpse into the ground, too.
And I think I want to watch.
You see the wolf?
I just seriously want to stomp on him until he is nothing but a mudhole.
Your wolf agrees with you and tells you should.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Just give into it.
Oh, it's done. You know it's done. Just stomping on that son of a bitch thing.
Adri watches Chunakote with confusion until the first stomp, and then she's like, and just turns around and puts her back to him. And then she starts humming that elven song that she was singing before when she got a 1 on her perception check.
And while she's singing that to the side, I'm looking Nature is, looking at the blood and debating whether or not he should just leave his hair how it is, because he didn't really get everything, or if he should go back to it. But he's choosing just to stand there.
I'm going to walk over to Nature, and I'm going to hand him a card. I'm going to hand him Bluggard's card. And I'm going to tell him, if you're looking for more work, here, talk to this guy. He'll hook you up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'd probably prefer that to whoever my guild would choose to send me out with again.
Yeah, well, those guys, can't trust them.
Toby, you have done a good job. I'm proud that you have joined our party.
Thank you, Ragnick.
Once he's thoroughly stomped, I'll search and see if he had any coins on him or anything. But I'm stomping him first.
You don't find any coins, but you do find an etched wooden trinket with the coat of arms of Strahd on it.
I'm going to interject and go, I can't believe I forgot this right now, but that was something that God, my guild told me that they might want me to take that back.
okay. I flip it over to nature.
Oh, I did not expect that to work at all. I was expecting to be told no.
Can I roll a perception?
Yeah, go for it.
What exactly did he just hand over? Like,
It was a wooden trinket, like a wooden carving, with strip of arms carved into it.
Did I see it well enough in order to replicate it, like sketch it down, write it down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I see that for a moment?
You want to see it?
Yeah, just for a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna kind of twist it around. It's just a wooden emblem?
Mm-hmm. Almost kind of like a druid holy symbol in a sense.
Huh. Oh, I don't care about this. You can't buy anything with it. Okay.
Now, Toby, I'm going to give you some advice. Do not accept wooden nickels. But your services have been paid for with wooden nickel.
If you're ever looking for work, make sure to talk luggage. They'll hook you up.
I appreciate that. And you know what? This does have meaning to me, and I'm going to take it back from Kavir, and then I'm going to kind of try to fix it to the leather. Just kind of put that in between my armor and my shirt, because I don't really have anything to pin it to. And then I'm just going to go, this is the symbol of this group and the memories that we made here. And so I'm going to wear this proudly. Right, you said it does have the House of Strahd symbol on it, right?
You
so,
should-
that's going to fuck my character over in the
yes.
future?
No.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
You're going to get attacked by a Holy Crusader sometime, and they're going to jump you like 6 ways Sunday, bro. You're setting yourself up for Paladin gangbang.
And my character
I am a paladin.
So confused.
This got real weird.
I don't think anyone's ever uttered the words Paladin gangbang before.
There's the episode title.
Go. I just have to go.
But no, the group needs a conscience, Adri.
Just to make it clear, though, my character came with news of the Blight. Nobody ever mentioned Strahd to him. None of that has been mentioned to him. And
You're in Ravenloft. You know about Strahd.
Oh, yeah, there's no way not to know of the Dark Lord.
Okay, so definitely don't want to wear that.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
whatever. I mean,
Don't.
But I would hold it as a
No.
trophy.
Don't.
You can keep it as a trophy.
Then he's going to pocket it
All right.
instead.
I mean, you have to understand that we're the ones that are kicking Strahd dude's ass. Everyone else is losing, so wearing that might make you safe.
See, and that's what I was initially thinking. Like, I did just, this group, yeah.
You could probably wear it like a token or something like
Yeah,
I didn't know if
definitely
that could get me into groups of people in the future. Like maybe some of Strahd's people will come to attack her and mistake him.
That definitely probably gets you a safe pass until they figure out who you are.
You could put a scar through it, like cut it with a dagger, like you scratched out one of his minions.
I'm gonna take a seat and pull out my dagger. And we start doing that because I like the idea that Kabir pitched.
Now you want to pull a weapon.
In all fairness, Ragnar, you didn't really get him.
Yeah.
Look, goddammit, the dude has listened to the show. Okay? How he didn't know this was coming, I don't fucking know.
I was very much expecting it.
I like the idea of a ballistic food.
Out of everything he talked about when we built the kitchen, we talked about it. Throwing it was not what came up.
That's just like a given, though.
Conversing with Kabir, trying to get around here, trying to be able to talk his way without Kabir came up, but getting thrown by Ragnar.
I would think that'd be the most likely out of anything.
See, but I kind of think that's the indoctrination of a character to this, right? Like if I ever bring this character back or if I'm,
You're getting thrown.
well, so here would be my thing. Maybe.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
gonna write it. You're getting
So
thrown.
my first character, but in the future, maybe I'll have a character that does it.
Man, that would be rad. If the next time,
I don't think there is such a character.
If the next time we saw this dude, he just like only summoned birds and things like that to help him fly, and like he took like jump mechanics to help him launch into the air and then dive attack.
Gets the fly spell.
Yeah, like spring attack, feather fall, all kinds of things.
Right?
That'd be a rad ass character. If all he did
Ragnick
was
throws him up. The
combat.
birds carry him a little higher than just bomb and drop him.
Oh yeah, he could fucking have like a cool magic balloon. He just flies up in the air and then
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
there was a character like
And there's the title of the episode. I'm Mary Y'all.
there was a character type like that with this class called Armor Bonded, that used to do this thing called Crashdown. They'd like turn into a meteor, hit the ground, and it was really cool.
Dude, if I could get that class with the fuck wizard,
Oh, fuck wizard, fuck wizard,
Oh,
meteor
yeah.
monster. Yeah, I went 6 levels fuck wizard and 3 levels meteor mage.
when I blow my load, it is cataclysmic.
Hell of a party.
I leap into the air and have a downward boner strike.
Holy Lance!
It's like those Final Fantasy Dragoons, but way more phallic.
Oh man, it's Phoenix up, not Phoenix down.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Sorry, Rachel.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not.
I'm crying from laughing so hard.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, I get why everybody else does this.
I mean, in all
No,
fairness,
deep down, dude, Rachel's as gnarly as the rest of us. Don't let this hide from you.
She is the true professional.
oh, hey, wait a minute. She has not accepted payment one time. She is absolutely not.
Did she charge you once?
Yep.
No, she never even billed me. She just said she was gonna and then forgot.
Oh.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Junior Kote is the closest to professional.
She'll wait until Kabir's like literally dying, and she's like, "I have Revivify, but I'm gonna need you to pay first."
I'm gonna say, let me die.
And the rest of us will say a prayer over your body.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna
Can you imagine the prayer Ragnick's going to say over a dying Kabir?
I'm gonna go talk to your ghost mom.
There'll be some there will be some teabagging going on.
Ghost Mom, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot everyone else. Moms are dead too.
Yeah.
Chinokote is the only one whose parents are, I think, still kicking.
Yeah, I got parents and a brother.
Yep. He's the only non-orphan of the group.
I'm not an orphan. Well, yeah, I am. I am
Yeah,
now.
you are.
Yeah.
I read your background.
Yeah, I am now. I kind of did that.
My parents were fungal gamblers, so I'm a sportsman.
You're definitely a mushroom cap.
I'm a
Oh.
Yeah, that was a penis joke.
So are we gonna go back to town and have a beer with our friends?
Are we done?
Oh, shit.
I'm sort of curious.
You guys cleared the blight.
All right. Yeah, let's go back to town.
I'm gonna
I
cast
wanna see what-
Prestidigitation to clean Adri's armor for her.
Thank you.
Cool.
Got your back.
You should bring the owls.
Toby, would you like piggyback ride back to town?
No. I mean, I'm gonna put up my hands defensively, just because I've been learning. I mean, thank you. But after the joy of being in the air, I'd like to. I think it'd be nice to walk with you guys.
That is always that's always a nice way to travel.
Yeah, and are my owls still around?
Yes.
So
Okay, and I'm
whenever,
just gonna
whenever
tell them to.
whenever Ragnick sees him have his arms like this, he thinks he wants a hug. So he just goes up and gives him a big bear hug. Welcome to party. And he slaps him on the back real hard.
I'm gonna very quickly tell the owls to stay away, to not defend me.
You see the owls come into him, and all of a sudden they all pull off like a.
And then I'm gonna tell the owls to just kind of keep an eye out above us, and that's because then people can start seeing, oh, there's animals flying around. Maybe this blight is gone, because I didn't stop to speak with any of the animals that got back into the forest. So we'll use these phase to instill hope in people before they disappear.
That's a good way to use it.
All right.
The signaling owl.
So you send out your 8 owls across the forest to let the animals know that the blight has been destroyed.
That's some Disney princess shit. That's awesome.
That really is some, yeah.
North, south, northeast, northwest, like just in a big.
I thought it was.
I can't wait to see those 2 guards that I bribe all the time. I can't wait to see it. Basically, like a green one thing. Yeah, don't. He's cool, man.
So you guys approach back to town. Has Ragnick put him down yet?
Oh no, we're still embraced in a love hug.
You guys have walked 3.5 miles.
It's now getting awkward, Ragnick.
I've just been happy with the fact that I'm, vertical and not horizontal. So I think I'm safe for being thrown right now.
No.
From being thrown.
Nope.
Jake, your wolf just looks up at you like, what the hell?
I just scratch behind the ears and say that sometimes you just don't ask.
Don't ask, don't tell.
So, are we approaching our favorite gate?
Yes. Well, actually, no, you're on the other side of town, so it's a different gate with the different guards.
Okay, well, this will give me time to bribe them as well.
Alrighty.
So we're gonna go to the Blue Water.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What do you drink? Nature.
Water. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. What's the best ale that they have here?
They have a very nice
wine.
Tongue tartar, if you like that.
They are known for their wine. So
then I'll have a glass of. I'm so used to just deferring to the people that I travel with and saying like, I'll have a glass of whatever you'd recommend. But the recommendations haven't been the best, and so I'm just going to just kind of like say, hey, I'd like a glass of that, and I'm going to point at what I think is wine.
I know a guy who would love to pour you a glass of wine. I know a guy in this tavern who would just love to talk with you.
Niet.
Are you going to do
Niet. Niet.
No, I'm good. Would be fine.
He's going to order a Shirley Temple, or whatever the D&D equivalent of that is.
Wait, we can do that? D&D equivalent of Sex on the Beach.
You really don't want me to answer that.
Here comes the fuck wizard.
It's a drink.
So you guys are on the counter, and the lady behind the bar just begins to pour you guys glasses. It's the lady of the house, the Blue Inn, and she just begins to pour you guys your drinks. So
I'm gonna slide 3 gold across the bar to her.
She smiles at Chunicote. That's more than we make in a week. Off the locals.
More than you'll make next week.
First off, I'm gonna make sure I'm not sitting next to Ragnick, and if I am, I'm gonna move to the other side.
You move to the other side and you find Kavir.
I can deal with that.
So tell
I
us,
haven't been
tell,
doing it.
tell us more about yourself, Mr. Genie in a Bottle.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. I'm going to say thank you for remembering, but I didn't want to see that.
Bubba comes with dance moves. It's just part of the game, bro. This is the stuff you guys don't see when you're listening.
So to tell you a little bit about myself, I spent the first good 3 decades of my life training to fight on the side of Chaos. Was an assassin for them for a good bit. Got coined the name Harbinger of Enlightenment.
I just want to say that's the worst fucking name ever.
I agree, nature says. Hence, nature. But no, after years of fighting and killing Genasi just on the other side, I didn't really like that side of myself, and so that's why I went off, and that's why I started meditating and trying to get rid of that side. And now I've reached a place where it works, and I kind of stay there for the most part, unless my guild sends me out, and in which case, I have to start doing things that can bring back out the Harbinger.
See, that is very interesting, because at one point Ragnik was not always Ragnik the Bolt. At one point Ragnik was Ragnik the Butcher.
Where'd you get that name from?
Use your imagination.
Yeah, he used to work at a deli.
Nature's going to grab his glass, and he's going to go to take a sip, because Ragnik's looking at him. He's not really going to drink anything. He's just kind of waiting for Ragnik to look away. He's just kind of trying to fill the space, and then he sets it back down. And then he turns to Kavir and he goes, "Would you like to say something? It's less terrifying?"
Yeah, actually, your pockets suck, and I'm going to empty all of your stuff onto the table.
Your 10 whistle, your berries, your 10 gold all fall onto the table.
This was absolutely a disappointment. I'm really upset with you. Okay, I'm going to keep the berries. It seems like they're interesting, so I'm keeping them.
Adri's checking her own pockets right now.
Oh no, you don't have it.
Adri's good.
Anyway.
So you're giving me back the gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me back all your stuff.
Thank you. And I'm going to go, geez, I didn't even realize that I had that in there. And then I'm going to scrape the coins back and shove them into my shitty pockets. And I'm feeling...
I'm going to take the whistle and be like, people are so good.
Are you keeping it or giving it back to me?
I'm giving you all your stuff back, but I'm keeping the berry because you take
Would you like this whistle, though? Because it does emit an annoying noise.
How annoying.
It cannot be any more annoying than confessional.
Oh, please. Okay, hold on. Let me test out this whistle. I'm gonna make the highest pitched noise I can.
The wolf begins to howl and growl at you.
And so does Ragnik.
I have decided.
And I'm going to kind of start swaying back and forth with my eyes closed, because that's my musical instrument I'm talented in. And so the noise is very pleasant to me.
Adri puts her hands over her giant elven ears.
You break 3 wine bottles behind the bar.
On each side of her rectangle head.
So her hands are here.
Okay, how about I pay you for the flute?
Whistle.
Whistle.
What would you like to pay me?
How about your 10 gold?
And I'm gonna laugh.
#be professional.
I'm gonna laugh. Nish is gonna take a good swig of his drink, and then he's gonna go, "You already gave me the 10 gold back, though."
That's true.
How about the berry that you took from me?
Okay, and then I'm gonna take the 10 gold back out of the pocket. No, I'll give him the berry. I like that this negotiation has absolutely no bearing whatsoever, other than the fact that this whistle is going to be permanent annoying. I can play a bard now. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh God.
Adri likes bards. So
I'm picturing one of those London cop whistles.
I want you to think about this every time that you see my character or hear my character play this whistle. It's going to be because of you.
Well done.
You have given me the power of annoyance, and I can never thank you enough.
Nature's gonna thank him.
Jacob, I will be in Abilene next weekend, and I will put my foot in your ass for this. Just letting you know, buddy.
I believe there was things you told me not to do. You should have been more specific. Like, don't give Kavir an annoying whistle that you only added to be fair, I had this added on my list before Kavir and I even joked, before Deese and I ever even talked at all.
This whistle came when we did his background.
Oh man, I loved the idea of having a second confessional. It really was funny. And he messaged me, he's like, we're just doing it to piss off Bubba. And I'm like, okay, that's fair.
I fucking hate both of you.
Hey, no, was I confessional, or did I just make you think I was going to be?
Either way.
Fantastic.
There's a reason I'm in California.
David, why don't you look at your phone real quick?
That's never a good sign.
Oh, Lord.
Might have got away with it this time, buddy. Damn it.
What are you exactly doing?
I'm just checking to make sure he's on the level. I never did that.
Yeah, he's on the level.
Okay. Good. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
we had, when we started, we rested, and then we kind of went off, and it was immediately a thing. I had to climb a tree right away. So I didn't really have all the investigation set up I was hoping for.
So.
But I did get a whistle. I'm going to blow it again. Really annoying it.
The dog bites your foot.
God.
Thank God.
Or the wolf.
No, I think dog was right.
Ooh. Chunicote? Are you going to tolerate that? That's an
I'm gonna bite his other foot.
That is an abomination which you cannot abide.
So now there's Kavir standing with a wolf and Chunicote biting both feet.
And that's a good place to stop. Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. Want to see our adventures in comic form? Our own Mr. Professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com.
Our theme music is I'm What You'd Be Without Her by Dr. Turtle, used under the Creative Commons license. You can find a link in the show notes. Our cast includes Deese Cassius as Kavir the Professional, Rachel Moore as Adri the Wood Elf, Bubba Downs as Ragnik the Bold, Jake Sipple as Chunicote the Wayward Shaman, and of course, last but not least, our DM, David Walker.
Questions or comments? Send an email to mail@freelanceheroism.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, the invoice is in the mail.
Looking to record your very own high-quality podcast? Check out Podcast Center LA. Mention this show and get $10 off your first recording.